Do you want to know what's the best thing about my room? That thing right in front of you. The fan. For all my suffering through this weather, I am glad to have this fan. I am glad to have this fan. Monday Night's Raw. Monday Night Raw was boring to me. Monday Night Raw just felt really boring, sloppy, lazy booking. Matches we've already seen. And history being made for the women. Anyway, let's go over the show. We had Kurt Angle starting off, as always. You always have Kurt Angle starting off. Things never change. Kurt Angle came out wanting to address the Royal Rumble situation. So what does Kurt Angle do? He makes it a triple threat. Can anyone tell me, is anybody really excited to see Braun Strowman, Brock Lesnar, and Kane in a main event in 2018? We're in 2018 and Kane is main eventing. Now I know the Royal Rumble is always the main event, but I'm saying a main event in general. Ridiculous. Seth Rollins came out preparing for his match with Samoa Joe, but then Jason Jordan's music hit instead, and Jason Jordan got showered with booze. And Jason Jordan also declared that he should be the one to verse Samoa Joe, excuse me. God, if he tried to verse Brock Lesnar, I'd probably throw up. Samoan Joe is what I was meant to say. He wanted to take on Samoan Joe. And then Samoan Joe comes out, he's talking. And then Seth Rollins tells Jordan, look, the match has already been announced. It's official. So then Jason Jordan decides to shove Seth Rollins to goat him into a match. And it was indeed made official. Seth Rollins versus Jason Jordan. I don't know what it is. Jason Jordan is actually starting to piss me off. He's actually really starting to get on my nerves a lot more now. But it is what it is. He's starting to turn heel, so I'm guessing why not. Seth Rollins got the win over Jason Jordan, but we got to see. But of course, Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan would be on the show again later on, when Samoa Joe attacked both of them after the match. And then they wanted to be in a 6-man tag. Finn Balor took on the Miz Taraj in a 2-on-1 handicap match, lost by DQ. And then we had the debut of Hideo Itami, who's also now officially a part of the 205 Live brand. Then Finn Balor and Hideo Itami went on to defeat the Miz Taraj. Utami performing the GTS. Let's see how long it takes before WWE rids that finishing move from Hideo Itami. Let's see how long it takes. Because I bet you Vince McMahon would have been incredibly furious. seeing that move again. Because we all know who owned that move, CM Punk. WWE has a big beef with CM Punk, so I would not be surprised if they took the GTS from him, just for that reason. Cedric Alexander versus Drew Gerlach to earn the right to challenge Enzo Amore for the Cruiserweight Championship. Boring. Boring. I was enjoying the Cruiserweights for the past 2 weeks, but this one was boring. Drew Gerlach is not even funny. He's not entertaining. He's just straight up annoying. With him saying, "My PowerPoint president," well, you know the rest. Enzo Amore was on the phone. Enzo Amore got a text message, and then he left. And then what happens as soon as he left? Drew Gerlach gets beaten. So then, Enzo Amore went backstage to go talk with Nia, because he thought, he could finally get some peace. But then Drew Gerlach with a tissue in his nose, making it look like he has a blood nose, was talking to Enzo Amore, telling him that he lost to Cedric Alexander, and he wants to, and he's just talking, and I'm just like, shut up, Drew Gerlach. Seriously, shut up. But then Enzo Amore finally gets pissed off with Drew Gerlach, and he starts yelling with him, and that was that. More Oscar. More Oscar. You can't escape it. You cannot escape Oscar. God, I wish she wasn't as successful as she was in NXT. God. Well, I guess I should say, God, I wish they had Emma beat Oscar in her first match at TLC. That would have been hilarious. God, I wish they did that. I cannot. I have been repeating myself over and over again. I hate Oscar. I do. I cannot stand this woman. There is nothing good about her. She's not entertaining. She's not even intimidating. She's not even intimidating. I could look Oscar straight in the face, and I could not be scared of her. I would not be scared of her if I looked at her straight in the face. I'm not scared of Oscar. I wouldn't be scared of Oscar. Why would anybody be scared of Oscar? I guess you could say the same thing for Nia Jax. Who would be scared of Nia Jax at this point? I'm over it. I am over. I am over. I am over. Hang on, guys. Sorry, I got a message. Sorry, I just got a message popping up on my phone, like always. Sorry about that. I'm sick of us. I am. At this point, I'm just gonna say, you know what? Stuff Oscar. You may as well just you might as well just make her win that Women's Royal Rumble. You may as well. You may as well make You may as well make her win that Women's Royal Rumble. Because that's all... Because, please, don't make me look like a fool. I'm not a friggin' idiot. I know for a fact that they're going to have Asuka win. Seriously. They need to do a lot with this Women's Royal Rumble, especially if they're going to try and make it big. If they're going to try and make this thing big, they need to bring in a lot of women. And I seriously mean a lot of women. Bring in a few people from NXT, like Billie Kay and Peyton Royce. And a few others, and maybe a couple surprise entrances. But I'll go over more of the women's thing afterwards. Asuka beat Alicia Fox. Who bloody cares? I don't care. Then we had The Bar and Samoa Joe versus The Shield, Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan. Dean Ambrose seemed to hurt his arm. And then after that... they lost. And then they got attacked backstage by The Bar and Samoa Joe again. Bray Wyatt cut a promo early on in the show talking about woken Matt Hardy. Saying that he will send him to the Great Wall. And how he doesn't understand Bray. How he doesn't understand, woken Matt Hardy. He's going to see him. I wonder if they're planning this match. I wonder if they're planning this match for the Royal Rumble. But then a few moments after, woken Matt Hardy presented the battleground of the Great Wall, blabbering on about his work, about how it's going to be him and the Woken universe versus him and his evil, twisted sister Abigail, who must be stopped. I can't do the Woken voice, by the way, so I'm not going to bother. But I can do the wonderful. And speaking of wonderful, we've now seen the return of Say Yeah! The Revival. They are finally back. And let's just hope to God none of them get injured this time. Let's just hope to God they can actually keep themselves healthy without getting themselves injured. The Revival beat Heath Slater and Rhino. And then Kurt Angle speaks to Heath and Rhino backstage, and then he starts telling them that you need to start earning your opportunities. You need to change. And as soon as I saw this, I was like, yep, they're going to break up Heath and Rhino now. Heath Slater and Rhino. Let's add that to the list of tag teams that are going to be breaking up. Heath Slater and Rhino will be the final tag team to be broken up by the end of 2017. They will be the final team to break up in 2017. Elias declares himself, I'm in the Rumble. I am in the Royal Rumble. No qualifying matches, just I'm in the Rumble. Elias goes ahead and plays his song, and then Sasha Banks interrupts. At first I was getting a little confused of this, but then it started to click to me that they were interrupting him because they were getting ready for their match. But then Elias just left. And I don't get Michael Cole. If Michael Cole is supposed to be a face commentator, why is he a fan of Elias? But I guess you should say the same thing for Corey Graves, though, correct? Oh, he's the heel commentator, but for some reason, for whatever reason, he hates Elias and Enzo Amore. Okay, how does that make any sense? It's like Cole and Graves are tweeners. It's like they just like whoever they want to like. So the women's match ends in a DQ. It was Sasha, Bayley, and Mickey again versus Absolution again. I am tired of the rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. That is basically what this was. Rinse and repeat. That's all this was. And then all the women once again came running out. And then Stephanie McMahon came out and introduced and started talking about how the women's revolution has been growing. They've had the first ever Hell in a Cell match. They've had the first ever ladder match. And now they say now it's time to make even more history with the first ever women's Royal Rumble match. So I'm guessing Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair will not be defending their titles at Royal Rumble, I'm guessing, correct? Because every single woman on Monday Night Raw is listed in the Royal Rumble. Every single one except Alexa Bliss. Every single one. So Alexa Bliss is not defending her title at the Royal Rumble. So I'm guessing Charlotte Flair isn't going to either, correct? Now let's talk about the Women's Royal Rumble. Who do I see as potential surprise appearances? Well, if it was up to me, I would have women from NXT, like Billie Kay and Peyton Royce. I would even bring back a few women who have carried the division in the past, such as Kelly, Eve Torres, maybe Melina and Michelle McCool. Maybe even bring in Ronda Rousey, which I think at the moment that is being reported that Ronda Rousey will be a surprise entrant. Who do you see as number 1 and number 2, Patrick? Well, I think I'll more go over that when we get to the Royal Rumble, when everybody's name is in place for the women. Well, come on, Patrick, you should know by now who's going to be in the Women's Royal Rumble. Well, Brie Bella and Nikki Bella are still looming around. They could still show up. Nikki and Brie are destined to come back. I reckon this is going to be the right time that they're going to bring the Bella Twins back. Probably Nikki first. They're probably going to bring Nikki in first. Then Brie Bella will probably come in a bit later. And John Cena has also been announced to return to Monday Night Raw next week. So I wonder what this means. And also, another shock. Probably one of the biggest shocks about Monday Night Raw this week. No Roman Reigns. No sign of him. No blimp of him. No shit. No vest. None of that greasy hair. We didn't see any of his greasy hair. We didn't hear the dun at all. No Intercontinental title. None. No Roman Reigns. Nothing of Roman Reigns. Now, back to what I was saying about the women. I'd have Billie and Peyton as NXT appearances in. Like I said, I'd have Kelly, Melina, Eve Torres, possibly Brie Bella, Nikki Bella, Ronda Rousey as surprise entrances. And also, if it was seriously up to me, if I was booking this, you might think I'm crazy for saying this, but I would 100% would throw AJ Lee in this. I would. I seriously would throw AJ Lee in this match. AJ Lee deserves at least a surprise appearance. You could have her get eliminated by someone, maybe like Paige, maybe like Oscar, maybe Banks. You don't need to bring AJ Lee back to solidify her for a WrestleMania spot. No. You don't need to do that. Just have her appear like in a little cameo appearance. Like what legends normally do. Just come in, do a few moves, and then just get eliminated. I would love to see AJ Lee again. Just one more time. I would not mind having AJ Lee in one more match. And I think Kelly coming back could be kind of evident, because she has been teasing for a while now that she wants to come back. I'll probably go more in depth into the Women's Royal Rumble a little bit later on, but we did get some more clips. Yeah, yawn. But we did get more glimpses. But we did see a glimpse of what's to come for the Women's Royal Rumble. Anyway, guys, that has been my Monday Night Raw review. Not a good show in my opinion. Very boring. I was spending most of my time talking to my friends. That is how boring this show was. I was on my phone, texting away with my friends. So yeah, that's it, guys. Hope you all enjoyed this review. Hit that thumbs up, comment down below your thoughts, and also let me know about your thoughts on a Women's Royal Rumble. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and also hit that bell to let you know. That way it will let you know that I'll be uploading a video. And see you all tomorrow for my SmackDown Live review. See you then.